All right, guys, what's going on? So we're in here in the gritty soldier kitchen, the gritty kitchen, as it were, and we're about to make a snack that you can integrate into any part of your day, whether it's like before the gym, after the gym, in between meals, anytime you need an extra protein boost, or if you're having like a sweet tooth but you don't want to go out there and get, some actual sweets, you still want to remain healthy. This should be a solution for you. We all know how important protein is. Doesn't really matter what your fitness goals are. Protein is going to be a major component for recovery, for healing, for growing, all those sorts of things. You're going to want to make sure that you have enough protein during the day. And this is a great way to make sure that you are packing in enough protein. All right. So now the snack that we're going to be making today is called the 60-second protein cake in a mug, something like that. And I'm telling you, this thing is simple, stupid to make. Any grunt can make this, okay? You're gonna need protein powder for this. That's like the base layer of what we're about to make, and it can really be any flavor. You can make this cake into any flavor you want, really. But today, I have chocolate protein, so that's what we're gonna use. All right, so these are the ingredients that you're gonna need. Protein, flour, baking powder, milk, and it can be like almond milk or whatever kind of milk you want, but I'm just gonna use regular cow milk. 1 raw egg for all you hard-headed individuals out there. Raw egg, not cooked. And a good-sized mug, and I'm gonna be using my wife's Hocus Pocus mug. And that's really it, guys. I'm gonna add a couple other ingredients for myself just to spice it up. You added a little extra flavor for me. One of those things is gonna be cocoa powder, right? I'm like a big believer in the cocoa powder. I'm gonna add a little bit of that. And I'm going to be adding a little bit of this pure peppermint extract just to give it that like chocolate mint flavor. So that's what I'm in the mood for today. All right, so let's put all this together. It's super easy. Here we go. All right, so first things first, 1 tablespoon of flour, just regular all-purpose flour. And you want to try to get these measurements like as precise as possible. That's important with baking, okay? In case you didn't know that. I had to learn the hard way. I still continue to learn the hard way with that. 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder, all right? And again, you don't want to overdo it or underdo it with the baking powder. 1 whole scoop of your protein of choice. I'm going with my Extend here because it's really good protein. Tastes good too. Not sponsored by them or anything like that. It's just a real choice of mine. And then we got our milk, and it's 1/4 cup, but I only have the tablespoons. Hey Alexa, how many tablespoons is 1/4 cup?
1/4 cup is 4 tablespoons.
4 tablespoons of milk. Technology is amazing. Oh shit. Making a mess. Can't let the wife see that. No, it's okay. As long as I clean up my messes, it's all good. And then the last thing is your egg white. Just do it right over it. Grab the yolk like that. Let the white come out. And throw the shell away and wash your hands. And that's all you really need to make one of these things. Now I'm just going to add a little bit of extra flavoring for myself. You got to be careful with what you add, but so that it doesn't screw up like the actual baking process in the microwave. But these things should work out okay. I've used it in the past and it turns out just fine. So I like to put a 1/2 tablespoon of cocoa powder in here. This stuff's awesome, man. This has like a tons of potassium in there, a little bit of protein even, some iron. This is like really good healthy stuff. It's not like chocolate like it seems. It's actually very good to be using, and throw into your protein shakes when you can. I do that all the time. And then I'm just gonna put a couple little dashes of this peppermint extract just to give it a little bit of that minty flavor. There, hopefully that wasn't too much. Should be okay. Just a few drops. You want to mix it up. I usually just use a fork to mix mine up. I try to mix it up really, really good because you want all the ingredients to be mixed as good as possible, because we technically are baking here. Even though we're microwaving, it's like a baking kind of thing. I also like to use a fork because if I try to use a beater, it's just like too big and bulky for all this. So this just helps me get in there, get this done quick, because again, this is supposed to be like a quick thing, a quick little snack that you can do quickly. And tell me in the comments if you like this kind of thing. I got a whole bunch of cool recipes I can share with you guys. I'll keep pushing out videos like this if you like it. All right, we pour it in our mug, try to keep it clean. And that's kind of what you're looking for, like just about halfway full on the mug. That'll give you enough room for when the cake actually rises in the microwave. Okay, so make sure it looks like that. Pop it in the microwave. $60. Now let's check her out. Woo! There it is. And see, it's like a nice, fluffy texture cake. Now, to get it to be moist like that, that's really all dependent on the amount of milk or liquid that you put into it. So if you want it a little less moist, just throw a little less liquid in there. If you want it a little more moist, put a little more liquid. And you know, sometimes even if it comes out a little dry, because I like mess it up, I'll even pour like a little bit of milk on top of it, and it kind of turns into like a tres leches or something like that. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, that's your cake. And then also, what I personally like to do is throw a little of this Ready Whip, fat-free Ready Whip on there. I put this stuff on a lot of things. And there you go. Good to go. And that's how you make 60-second protein cake in the microwave. Pretty easy, guys. Like I said, any grunt can handle this, okay? It's not a hard thing to do. It's gonna like really give you other options to still be consuming protein. It's gonna help you when you have that sweet tooth late at night, but you don't wanna like, you know, you're trying to pay attention to your diet. You don't wanna be just taking in cakes. This helps to satisfy that. And as far as macros goes, with the recipe that I just showed you right there, obviously it's gonna, you know, be a little different if you use like 1% milk or whatever your protein macros are. But what I just did, everything all added up for the recipe that I just showed you with all the extra fixings included, the total macro breakdown was 30 grams of protein, 22 grams of carbs, 2 grams of fat for a total of 227 calories. This is definitely going to help you get your gains, and it's actually pretty delicious on the way there. Again, if you guys want to see more tips and tricks like this as far as nutrition goes, quick recipes that I can throw at you, I got a whole bunch of them. Let me know down in the comments. If you have any other suggestions yourself as far as the flavors that you might be able to use for this, you know, I've tried banana, strawberry, vanilla, there's a whole peanut butter, there's a whole bunch of different things you can do with this. If you have any ideas of yourself, please drop that in the comments for everybody. If you have not liked and subscribed, please go ahead and take a second to do that right now so you don't miss any of my future videos. Besides that, I'm gonna go ahead and eat this now. I've got nothing else for you, and I'll see you on the next one.